Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. This week has been another slow and steady one for me. As I mentioned last week, I expected my productivity to dip a little bit with the holidays coming up, spending time with the family and putting in some extra hours at work. For instance, I ended up working nearly 17 hours on Thursday alone. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly grateful to have the opportunity to work those extra hours, but it got me thinking about how common it is for a lot of indie developers or anyone pursuing creative projects alongside life responsibilities to feel like progress is just crawling along. It can be very discouraging, especially if you're just starting out, so I just wanted to take a moment to remind you it's okay to move at your own pace. Some people work faster, some slower, and both are completely valid. Game development or any creative pursuit isn't easy, but that doesn't mean that you're not capable. I've had a lot of moments where I felt like giving up, feeling disheartened because things weren't moving as quickly as I wanted them to, but please trust me, if you just keep at it bit by bit on your own timeline and let go of that pressure to match anyone else's speed, you will get there. You're learning, growing, and making progress, even when it doesn't feel like it. Every little step adds up, so be kind to yourself and keep going. With that said, let's dive into what I've been working on this week. I've been focusing on figuring out how best to handle the bartering system for customer interactions. This ties into several key gameplay elements that are crucial for success at the end of the day. Remember, it's not just about surviving the storeroom. If you don't keep the customers happy and they leave a bad review, you're fired. If you don't make enough profit by the end of the day, you're fired. This means that the bartering functionality needs to strike a delicate balance between satisfying customers, managing profits, and maintaining the horror atmosphere of the game. To start things off, I added world view canvases to both my computer and my customers. These prompt players when they're close enough to interact. I also created a main bartering system canvas that overlays the screen when triggered by a button click. While this canvas doesn't have any functionality yet, I used my photo editing software to draft some ideas and eventually settled on a concept that I'm really excited about. Here's how it works. Once you interact with a customer, the bartering screen will show an image of the item they want to buy. Below that is the store price for the item. Beneath that, you'll see a comment from the customer asking to buy it at a lower price. Below the comment is a slider that lets you set the price you're willing to sell the item for. And then finally, at the bottom are two buttons. The left button lets you accept the customer's offer. The right button lets you offer the slider price instead. So here's where things get interesting. You can actually offer a price lower than the customer's offer. Why would you do that? Well, it's a strategy. If you've already made decent profits for the day, but you need better reviews, you can sell an item for less to increase the chance of your customer leaving a positive review. I'm hoping this system keeps bartering simple, yet adds a layer of strategy, giving the players the chance to weigh their decisions carefully. At the end of the day, assuming you've survived the storeroom, the boss will evaluate both your profits and the store reviews. Balancing these elements should create a tactical experience while keeping the gameplay engaging. Personally, I think this approach reflects what I've seen in the real retail world, especially since having a few retail jobs myself in the past. Employees often use small hacks to keep things running smoothly and ensure the store looks good, even under pressure. So that's kind of what I wanted to portray in this system. And that's everything that I've got for this week. I feel like there's actually been more planning than actual development, but I'm really pleased to have made some progress and to have had a solid plan for my bartering system and how that will work. And just going back to what I said at the beginning of the video, for anyone working on a personal project right now, don't give up and please keep at it. This time of year in particular can be really tough, so don't be too hard on yourself and take it steady. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.